Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to sunny Southern California. We've got a beautiful fall morning here, and as such, it's pork time, right? It's Oktoberfest. I got some nice Wienerschnauzer beer from Munich, and we're going to drink that, and we're going to have a really nice bottle of wine tonight with this big old thing. I'm going to bring this thing, and this is called a pork shoulder. It's the entire deal, and it is center cut. It's going to go in the oven for about maybe 2.5 to 3 hours. And then once I see that it's ready for the grill and it's oinking just enough, then we're going to throw it on some charcoal, some hickory charcoal. We're going to cook this baby low and slow. This is an injector. So what we do is, and I've already done it, so I'm just basically showing you how I do it, because I marinated it last night. But this guy right here, we loaded up with our marinator, okay? I'm not a doctor, Jim. What we do with this thing is we actually, this particular recipe is a bourbon maple syrup glaze. So the two of those together with a little bit of salt, so that basically we mix all three of those together, and then we just inject it all through this thing, both sides. Just gives it that internal flavor. It's going to be marinating. And what bourbon does, maple's going to give it the sweet. The salt is going to give it the sweet and the salt together. And the bourbon's going to help tenderize it and give it a really nice, smooth flavor that will just be with you for the rest of your life. And that's a fact, Jack. I am the author of these two books, Barbecue Joe Chronicles and Barbecue Joe Chronicles 2.0. Going back for seconds, heading deep into Cave Unknown. And get yourself a copy at Amazon. 99-cent only stores. I distribute these in about 350 stores in 4 states. Now, these are just for salmon, whitefish, shrimp, pork chops, anything you want to put on them to give them a nice cedar smoked flavor. These are fantastic. So that's me. It's all about marinating often, grilling responsibly. It's all about making sure things are tender, moist, and flavorful. That's what I'm all about. And also, grilled humor is something that I really try to emphasize to people, is try to have a little cognitive blankness at times. You want to make sure that you're just bringing down the day and enjoying yourself. Just dumb down the brain. Just give it a reboot. Go grill side and think nothing. That's called cognitive blankness, or ACCB. Analytical and commonsensical cognitive blankness. That's what it's all about. So what we're about to do right now is we're going to shove this thing in the oven for the next 3 hours. 12:30, about 3:30, take it out, and by 5:30, 5:45, this baby's going to be rocking and rolling, ready for the palate. You're going to just love what we have. So the Bing and Bang series is really done. Okay, so there's the pork shoulder. She's heading in to the oven. And we want to make sure that it sits up on that rack so that it can properly drain the fat off. All right. So she is in. We'll shut her down. Just shut her down for the next 3 hours. Get the fatty side up so that the fat kind of percolates down and then around, and gives it a little bit more of a caramelization flavor. We will be grill side here in about 3 hours. So marinate often, grill responsibly, chops as a grill eat. We'll see you grill side here in just a little while. All right, folks, we are grill side. I just put on this beast. This thing's weighing in at about 10.5 pounds. Big. There's a big, huge bone in it. So that kind of adds to the weight. And then there's a lot of fat, which is dripped off in the oven. It's been in the oven 3 hours. It's going to be on here too. So we are grill side. Now, as I told you earlier, this is a really nice sub-10 Napa Valley red cab, which is known as Cellar Number 8. Never heard of it, but it's out of Napa. It's got incredible legs, and the taste is really, really nice. Now I'm going to call this a medium to large body. It's not a huge, but it's really, really flavorful. It's got a lot of things going on. It's got some plum going on in it, and it's got some really nice oak. So this is really nice. Seller number 8, Trader Joe's, $7.99. So that sub $10 price range, really good. So we're grill side, and we are going to let this thing go for about another 2 hours. Rock on. All right, folks, we've been on about almost hour and 45 minutes now. We're going to go ahead and do a little delish taste and just see what we've got here. Okay, there that bad boy is. See if it's tender, moist, flavorful, and see if it's something you would want to bring home to your family. How about that concept? Just cutting into this bad boy, it just fell into the fire. That piece will be for the dog. Oh, shit. Yeah. Boy, that is so amazing. You're going to love it. It's a real simple piece of meat. Thanks for joining me. Marinate often. Grill responsibly. Chop, sizzle, grill, eat. We'll talk to you next time.